Gets it over to number 13. 3 seconds remain, a little scuff, and we'll get a potential fight breaking out between these two teams. This is just pure frustration by the Canadians, and looks like potentially...
Yeah, and Evan, you really hate to see this in a moment like this. You understand the frustration from Canada. You understand the rivalry between these two countries. But in a moment like this, you'd love to see sportsmanship prevail as this tournament comes to a close. But clearly the two teams on the ice have other ideas.
David Radke looked to be in there. The alternate captain for the Canadians. Just frustration as his brother is able to pull him away. The United States can take victory. Fans are starting to stand in the stands. 3.6 seconds remaining in this game. The U.S. a commanding 5-1 lead. It was tight. Canada decided to pull their goalie to try to cut the lead to 3-2. But the Americans and Remy Parker put in the fourth and followed up by Cooper Fensterstock, putting pretty much the icing on the cake. Again, 3.6 seconds remain. They're going to send number 23, Tyler Grill, to the box. But it's not like it really matters anyway. Again, 3.6 seconds till goal.
Yeah, and really it's a shame for Pulver that he's going to have that goal against on his record from Fensterstock, because all 5 Canadian skaters were just gassed on that one, could not back check, and it was an impossible save for him to make. But he came in for Rosenzweig and played very, very well. He should be proud of himself.
The puck was dropped. The Americans didn't care, and that's it. The United States takes home the gold medal, 5-1 for the first time this century. Gold for the Americans.
And what a moment for these 20 guys. They came into the tournament not quite as favorites, but as soon as that first puck was dropped, they made it clear they were here for gold and nothing less. And their run of dominance throughout the 5 games in this tournament, truly something special, as you see the Canadians consoling their goaltender.
And what a game. Canada, gold medalists no more. The Americans now with their first gold medal in this Maccabiah for hockey. The women yesterday lost to Canada, but the men today with sweet revenge and take the gold medal home back to the States. What a fun night of hockey. United States wins it 5-1. We'll get the medal ceremony and your player of the game in just a moment. You can see the medals are on the ice. But first, would like to thank our entire crew. Shouted them out already, but we'll do it again. Our cameramen, Noah Friedman, Zach Gershman, Noam Watt, Dylan Manfrey on graphics. To the guy who's in charge of all of this, our whole program, Mark Zumoff, we thank you so much. Neil Slotkin as well. And the only person that makes these streams happen, Simon Rosenwasser, our executive producer. We couldn't have done it without any of them, and it's been such an honor to be here calling this gold medal game tonight with you, Evan.
Yeah, Evan, we are truly surrounded by greatness here at the Maccabi Media program. So many great people to thank for making this happen, and really all the marks go to them.
All right, Evan, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who is your player of the game, brought to you by Campus Apartments?
Well, it's a tough decision, Evan, because you've got 5 different goal scorers for the U.S. and a goalie who didn't face a ton of shots. But I'm going to go with number 5 for the U.S. on the blue line, Ethan Roswell. His goal ended up being the game winner late in the first period with that booming slap shot over the glove of Rosenzweig, and played a ton of minutes for that back end on the U.S., finished a +1 tonight. I believe really, really steady presence back there. He's got to be my pick.
And our Griffin Epstein will be with him shortly, as well as we'll get a conversation with head coach Michael Gershon. But for now, we're going to turn over to the PA announcer for the medal ceremony as the United States wins gold 5-1 over Canada.
President of Israel Ice Hockey Federation, Ms. Lee Mess, Executive Director of Maccabi Canada, Mr. Jeff Budas, President of Maccabi USA, Mr. Lou Moyer, overall chair of Team USA, Mr. Ober Yanai of Yanai Energy, Team Nafar Energy, Roy Hessian, CEO of Maccabiah. We would now like to announce the player of the tournament for Team Canada, number 71, Don Radke. the player of the tournament for the gold medal winning Team USA. It is number 5, Ethan Roswell. And now it is time for the presentation of the Bronze Medal Awards. Will members from Team Europe please come forward to accept their medals?
לא רלוונטי לפה, אבל כאילו, אתה מקבל על זה ועדת משמעת, ובדרך כלל זה הרחקה למשחק. כן, זה גדול. שוב.
And now will Team Canada come forward to accept their silver medals. Now, will the gold medaling Team USA come forward to accept their gold medals.
הבחורה הזאת שאתה רואה שאני מחכה לבנות, שחקן מספר 5 הציעה לנישואים שהם ניצחו אותנו במשחק האחרון. בסוף המשחק הציעה לנו. למזלו הם גם ניצחו את המשחק.
Welcome back. United States wins 5-1. Our Griffin Epstein is now on the ice with the player of the game.
Hey, Ethan, you just won a gold medal. How are you feeling?
It's a great feeling. Obviously, you travel all this way, come here with a great group of guys. You know, I've been training for a couple weeks now, being able to see Israel. This was just a cherry on top, and I couldn't be happier to do it with these guys by my side.
You were named player of the tournament. Well, why was your play so special throughout these games?
You know, you just stick to the system and you just try and have fun out there, and that's exactly what I did. I was just having fun out there, and, you know, it translated, obviously, and like I said, I couldn't do it without these guys on my team, though.
You guys never trailed in these games. You got the second goal. You guys out early again. What's been the key to the quick starts?
Yeah, like I said, just sticking to the system and, you know, playing together, I think. Just being able to play together and come out as a team, it goes a long way.
You guys seem so tight. What was the key to team chemistry?
Obviously, good leadership, and we have a good group. Levine's been here before, the captain, and, you know, he kind of led the way, and, you know, kudos to him. He's a great guy, and I couldn't be happier with this group. I think we're taking a pit, but...
How are you going to celebrate tonight real quick?
Yeah. We're going to Tel Aviv, baby.
Have fun. Congrats. Guys.
And tonight's player of the game, Ethan Roswell, is brought to you by Campus Apartments. Campus Apartments, the student experience is built here. And if I was the Americans too, I'd be celebrating big tonight.
I wonder if we're going to be allowed at their table at Shalvada, Evan.
I don't know about you, but I will not be making the trip there. Got a long day tomorrow, 2 more broadcasts. We got a lot more coming up for Maccabi Media, as even though these games come to a conclusion, our coverage still goes on tomorrow. We're bringing you the men's and women's open finals from Goldberg Sports Hall in Jerusalem. Again, more streams, and there's glory for the Americans. They raise the cup, they get the gold medals. And what a fun game this was. And again, I can't say how much of a great time it was tonight.
Oh, yeah, it was a blast, Evan, and we were witness to a great moment in U.S. hockey history here. Their first ever gold at the Maccabiah, a moment you and I certainly will never forget. And the good thing about this team is because they have so much youth, all these guys will be eligible to return in 2025. So this could be the start of something really special for the U.S.
And in just a second, we're going to go back down to the ice as our Griffin Epstein has Coach Michael Gershon. And actually, we'll wait a second because they're going to go take a picture. Let them celebrate. Give the Americans this moment, something that a lot of them have been dreaming of. And certainly, since the start of these games, again, 17, they lost to Canada. And they haven't won a gold at the Maccabiah. But that all changed tonight. Brody Selman started off with a goal. Ethan Roswell, the player of the tournament, followed. Abazov, Parker, and Fensterstock had the daggers to give the Americans the gold medal. And we'll still wait for Coach Gershon. But what a moment, what a night for U.S. hockey and Maccabi USA. Tiva was
Our
sung
next Maccabi
here.
Hockey game will take place tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. It is a gold medal game.
And again, wait a few moments so Griffin can get to Coach Gershon. Evan, any final thoughts before the last interview of our broadcast?
Just what a tournament we were blessed with here. We saw really all kinds of results. We saw upsets, we saw blowouts, and we capped it off with a tighter game than the score would indicate here in the final. It was just really a treat to watch these four teams duke it out, and an even better treat to see the U.S. win their first gold medal here at the Maccabiah, and I'm sure it will not be the last.
Definitely not when you have guys that can return, and especially sweet for U.S. captain Tyler Levine again. Lost in the gold medal game to Canada in 2017, and now he gets gold tonight as the United States are victorious 5-1 against Canada.
Yeah, I'm sure for the last 5 years, because there was the extra year in between, he was thinking hard about how that gold medal game went in 2017. A very resounding win for the Canadians, 7-2. But in the end, Levine gets the last laugh here.
And our Griffin Epstein finally ringside with Coach Michael Gershon. Griffin, over to you.
All right, Coach. What are the emotions going through your head? You just won the gold.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've talked about this, having the opportunity to leave a legacy, and we were the first team to ever win gold after 2 silvers or 3 silvers, and it's surreal right now to be able to spend 3 weeks with a team, and we became such a close-knit group, and to be able to win it in a place like this, wearing your home country's colors, it's unbelievable.
You came so close last 2 times. What was different about this team?
You know what? I don't know. I wasn't a part of it, but it just felt like this was such a group that it was meant to be. To be as close as this group is, as quickly as they got there, we as a staff knew the first day. Everybody, we got them together. We thought we were going to have to do some team building exercises, and we just asked them why. Why were they here? And some of their answers were so amazing that the staff walked out of there and said, we don't have to do anything else. We know this team is one for the ages, and I think they showed it with how they played.
Ethan was named player of the tournament. What made him a special player?
You know what, Ethan was unbelievable. He was so good defensively, but we gave him a little bit of freedom to make some plays, and he's a really smart person and a really smart hockey player, and he just found those areas, and he scored some really big goals for us, and he was just a rock all over the ice.
Last question for you. What does this gold mean for U.S. hockey and Jewish hockey?
This means everything. I think anytime you get to represent your country, the goal is to win gold. Who knows if we're ever going to be able to represent our countries again and to do it again in Israel. And for me, this is my first time, coming to Israel. It's been amazing, and to leave with a gold medal, it's more than I could ask for.
Congratulations,
Great.
Coach.
Thank you very much.
Guys.
Thanks, Griffin.
Awesome.
USA chants are here. The Americans win it 5-1. For all of our production crew, Evan Oshowitz, I'm Evan Kamko, signing off from Jerusalem. We'll see you tomorrow for more broadcasts brought to you by Maccabi Media.